Thank you, distinguished colleagues. Let us go into the prayers. Prayer one.
Dear Senate President, may I be given a chance to speak?
Prayer one. Yes. That the Senate do suspend Senator Natasha Agbotu-Uduaghan for 6 months for a total violation of the Senate Standing Rules 2023 as amended for bringing the presiding officer and the entire Nigerian Senate in general to a public opprobrium. Those in support of prayer one say aye.
Aye.
Those against say nay. I'd put the question. Those in support of prayer one say aye.
Victory for democracy, right? Victory for democracy. Victory for Constitution of Nigeria. Victory for the rule of law. Victory for separation of power. Victory for house rules. Victory for internal democracy. Victory for putting people where they belong. But the real enemies of this country and the things that have kept us stagnant are left afloat, and they are continually enjoying freedom of expression and dealing with all of us. I'm telling you, the issues about hunger, about poverty, about economic inflation, about insecurities, about lack of basic infrastructures and amenities. The Nigerian Senate have had again another very, very dutiful and powerful work, right? Accelerated hearing, accelerated conversations. They sat for hours. They had conversations, and a disciplinary action has been taken on an area member. I'm not here to defend Senator Natasha. I'm not one of those that carry on this bad wagon of charade of I stand with Natasha, whatever it is that they are doing. But my worry is, why do we continue to major in minors and minor in major? You would have thought that the Nigerian Senate in this same magnitude will take up this passion to ensure that Nigeria is detonated of all of the attendant associated challenges that has befell us over the last few years. This same Senate, the 10th Assembly, as one of the most useless in the history of this country, making jokes and mockery of the Nigerian people, not taking the things that concern. As I talk to you, bandits are sacking villages and people in Benue State. As I talk to you, there are places in Taraba you cannot enter. As I talk to you, there are local government and communities in all of the north of Nigeria that bandits are taking over the administrative. I'm telling you, both figuratively and literal takeover or control of the administrative duties of that community and local government. Come to Edo State, go to Kogi State. It's unbearable and unpassable, as it were. But then it will deal with somebody to take political fights and ensure that you deal with it to the magnitude where you be. This is all of this. This is what we can do. See, I have no problem, like I said. Whatever Natasha is not for my constituents, and it's unfortunate, right? So I am not being selfish. I'm just saying you could look at all of the things that has happened and tell yourself, okay, none of these guys are our friends, right? I'm asking, what? Okay, Natasha, they said they have done a couple of things for her constituents, and she's doing so well. And then because of that, if I'm sincere with myself, I'll tell you there are a bit of things that you would have asked that should have been done right. But my worry is on the Nigerian Senate, the entirety of this useless assembly, very useless one, because you would think that every people there would have come from various backgrounds, various forms of experience and exposure and education, and then they would have had put this same energy in things that concerns this country. That's my own question. Put this same energy, put this same effort, put this same passion, take this same pain, take this same pursuit. Be vocal just the way you are, just the way you have made very valuable stance here. Take this same thing, push it around, let it go around, let the Nigerian people see the benefit of having a Nigerian Senate. You have used all of your arsenals to deal with an enemy, whereas the real enemies of this country are seated comfortably in all of our sectors and industries, and nobody is doing anything about it. Till today, The Nigerian Senate kept mute on the graving corruption that happened, that had a Nigerian citizen that was sentenced to jail for mutilating the Nigerian naira, having a special prison to live in. Till today, many Nigerians are breaking that law flamboyantly, and nothing is happening. Selective justice. All of them have selective amnesia, selective perspective. Nobody is asking. Nigeria is still being dealt with by lack of power, even though Nigerians are not paying more for every single thing that the government does. The Nigerian Senate is here to ask, why are the Nigerian people suffering for what they pay for? As I talk to you, nobody has been able to bring DSTV and pay TV to book for the hardship. Not we're talking about the telcos and all of these things that are going through. People are making complaints everywhere. Nigerian people are crying. Everybody is dealing with the people. But it is the person that has offended the Senate president, because you've got political power. Now there is accelerated hearing, there's accelerated probing, and in 24 hours, we've come to a conclusion. So fast. Wow. Very useless Senate. It's okay to defend them. It's okay to be happy that Natasha won. There is a victor and there is a vanquish. No wahala. No wahala. But we are back to the reality of the things that bothers us. Are we not still crying? Are we not still in pain? Has any of these things brought solutions to the problems that befall us? Nothing. Shame on us as a people. Shame on us.